Good morning, students. Today we are going to study a new chapter, that is polynomial. Since you have seen that it is of two different colors, that means it consists of two words. First poly and second nomial. So the word poly, what does it mean? Poly means and then nomial. And what nomial means? Just have a look. Poly means many, nomial means terms. So polynomial is a combination of two words, that is poly and nomial, which means many terms. So those expressions that are containing many terms is known as polynomial. So what is the definition? The expression which contains one or more terms with non-zero coefficient and the powers of variable are whole numbers. What is the condition? That the coefficient should be non-zero and the powers of the variable, this is variable, and its power should be whole number. So this is the example: 5x cube plus 4x square minus 6x minus 3. Polynomials are denoted by px, qx, rx, etc. We can denote like this. Now there are many components of polynomial. See, variable, constant, terms, expression. What are these? Just have a look. Components of polynomial. The very first, constants. A symbol having a fixed numerical value is called a constant. So that means those symbols which have a fixed numerical value that do not changes. So this is called constant. For example, 3 minus 4, 2.3, etc. All these are constants and their value is fixed and they cannot be changed. Next, variable. So variable means that symbol which can be vary. Vary means change. A symbol which may be assigned different numerical values is known as variable. For example, c is equals to 2 pi r. This is the formula for the circumference of a circle. C is equals to 2 pi r. So here 2 pi is constant because its value remains same, and r is a variable as it varies. Because if the radius of a circle is 2 centimeter, then r will be 2. If it is 3 centimeter, then it will be 3. That means it keeps on changing, it keeps on varying. So this is called variable, and 2 pi remains constant. So these are the constants. Now, algebraic expression, a combination of constant and variables connected by mathematical operations, is known as algebraic expressions. For example, 4 plus 9x minus 5x square y plus 6xy, etc. What we have to do is see, this is constant whose value, numerical value, is fixed. Then variable, a symbol which we assign different value, okay, and combination of both these components is called algebraic expression. See, with the help of mathematical operation, plus, minus, multiply, divide, these expression are connected, okay. So this is called algebraic expression. It consists of both constant as well as variables. Now comes terms. The several parts of an algebraic expression separated by plus or minus operations are called the terms of the expression. See, this is algebraic expressions, and these are the different parts. These are the several parts, and these are separated by mathematical operation, either plus sign or minus sign. So this 4, 9x, 5x square y and 6xy, what are these called? These are called terms. Now, coefficient. The number multiplied to variable is called as coefficient. So look at the example: 2x, 5x, this is variable x, this is variable y, and whatever the number multiplied with them is called its coefficient, okay. So in x square, what is the coefficient? 5. And in 9x, what is the coefficient? 9. In 6xy, what is the coefficient? 6, okay, like this. Now take a look at the example: 5x cube plus 4x square minus 6x minus 3. We will take this example to understand different components of polynomials. See, this 5, 4 and 6, and they are the numbers multiplied with the variable x. So these are known as coefficients, as we have discussed in its definition. Now this power 3 and this power 2, these are called powers or exponents. Now this x is variable. If it is only one variable, if y was also there, so it will be also variable. And but about this 3, it is a fixed value, so it is a constant, okay. Now what are these different terms separated by plus and minus sign? This 5x cube, 4x square minus 6x and 3, all these are called terms. So I hope these 5 components we have discussed thoroughly of the polynomial. Now What is degree of polynomial? The highest power of the variable in a polynomial is called the degree of polynomial. For example, px is equals to x raised to the power 5 minus x raised to the power 3 plus 7. Its degree is 5. Why 5? Because 5 is greater than 3. So those variable having highest power, see this is 5, this is 3, if 4 is there, 2 is there, doesn't matter. Why so? Because 5 is greater. So what is the degree of the polynomial? It will be 5. Okay. So degree is called highest power of the variable. The variable that is having highest power, it is called the degree of the polynomial. Now types of polynomial. So basically polynomials are classified into two categories. First on the basis of number of terms, second on the basis of number of degrees. So first we will discuss on the basis of number of terms. See, if number of term is 0, then the polynomial is called zero polynomial and its example is 0 itself. Okay. Here number of term is 0, so it is called zero polynomial. Now if number of term is 1, it is called monomial. For example, x square, we can take it x also. Okay. Only 1. It is not necessary that its power is 2. We can take x, y and anything. It should be only one term. No mathematical operation should be there as a connector. Okay. Mono means 1. Now if number of terms are 2, then it becomes binomial. Bi means 2. Okay. So this is one term and this is another term and it is separated by the connector plus sign. So this is called binomial. So number of terms are 2. Similarly, if number of terms are 3, then it becomes trinomial. Tri represents here 3. So 1, 2, 3. So these are 3 terms separated by mathematical operation plus sign. So 1, 2, 3. So this is called trinomial. You can take the example of monocycle, bicycle and tricycle also to better understand. Now we will discuss the type of polynomial on the basis of number of degree. See, if the number of degree is 0, so it is called constant polynomial. For example, 1, 2, 3, 5, 4, 7, any number you can take, any constant we can take and it is called constant polynomial. Why so? Because their degree is 0 and some things degree 0 means the value itself, that means 1. Okay. Now if the degree is 1, then it is called linear polynomial. See x plus 2, y plus 1 and so on. So here the variable x has only 1 degree and here also variable y has only 1 degree. So this is linear polynomial. And what if I say on the basis of number of terms, it becomes binomial. Why binomial? Because two terms are there, x and 2, so it becomes binomial. And in the form of number of degree, it is linear polynomial. Okay. Similarly, if number of degree is 2, then it is called quadratic polynomial. See, here the variable x has degree highest power 2. Similarly, here the degree of variable x is highest power is 2. Okay. So this is called quadratic polynomial. Those polynomial having degree 2 is called quadratic polynomial. And what in terms of number of terms, see here 1 and 2 terms are there, so it becomes binomial. And here 1, 2, 3 terms are there, so it becomes trinomial. I hope you feel the difference. Now if number of degree is 3, so it becomes cubic polynomial. So here the variable x has highest power as 3, so it is called cubic polynomial. I hope you understand the different types of polynomials, first on the basis of number of terms and second on the basis of number of degrees. Now polynomials in one variable. The expression which contains only one type of variable in an entire expression is called a polynomial in one variable. For example, 2x, in this only one variable is there, x, and in this a square plus 2a plus 5 only a variable is there, so it is called polynomial in one variable. See here also x, only one variable is there, so it is the example of polynomials in one variable. Okay. Now, general expression of polynomial. A polynomial in one variable x of degree n can be expressed as a n x raised to the power n plus a n minus 1 x raised to the power n minus 1 plus so on a1 x plus a0, where an should not be equals to 0 and a0, a1, an are constant. These are constants. So these are constants, and what we have to write is these are the constant, or you may say these are the coefficients, and this is variable x and n, this is the degree. So highest degree we will write it as first, afterwards we will write as lowest degree. See n minus 1, n minus 2 and so on. Okay. Now zeros of polynomial, very important topic. zeros of polynomial. What is the definition of zeros of polynomial? The value of variable for which the polynomial becomes 0 is called as the zeros of the polynomial. Okay, that means the value which when being substituted at the place of variable results into 0. See, finding the zeros of polynomial means solving the equation px equals to 0. What we mean by zeros of polynomial? We mean we are equating equation equals to 0. That means we are just solving the equation to get px is equals to 0. Let's understood with the help of an example, that is px is equals to x plus 2. So what value should be substituted in this equation so that px becomes equals to 0? It is very clear that if we put x is equals to minus 2, then what we have, p minus 2 0, minus 2 plus 2 is equals to 0. So what is the 0 of this polynomial? Minus 2 is the 0 of the polynomial px. So in simpler words, students, see, for those values which being substituted at the place of variable results into 0, that means px equals to 0. So that particular value is called zeros of a polynomial. Simply we have to solve the equation and we have to find out for what value of the given variable the whole polynomial becomes equals to 0. That is called zeros of a polynomial. Now some noteworthy points, just have a look. A non-zero constant polynomial has no zero. So constant polynomial non-zero, that means it is not 0, so it has no 0. Obviously it do not have any variable, so how it can have a 0? Then a linear polynomial has one and only one zero. Linear polynomial, which is linear polynomial whose degree is 1. Okay, so only x raised to the power 1 is there whose degree is 1, so it has only 1 0. Now a zero of a polynomial might not be 0 or 0, might be a 0 of a polynomial. See what happens, it can be a 0 or it cannot be a 0 of a 0. So that means if we substitute the value 0 at the place of variable, it can be converted into the whole polynomial becomes equals to 0. Now a polynomial can have more than one 0. Yes, they can have more than one 0. For example, that means that we can have more than one value which being substituted at the place of variable results into px is equals to 0. So I hope you have cleared your doubts. Still, if you have any problem, let me know. We will continue with another session. Thank you, students. Have a nice day.